Hello students, my name is Ms. Karen Lenisha Cabral, Assistant Professor in Botany at St. Joseph Vaz College, Pathology. This lecture is for Bachelor of Science, 3rd year, Subject Botany, Semester 5, Course Code BOC 107, Course Title Microbiology and Plant Pathology. Title of the unit, Application of Modern Technologies in Plant Pathology. Module name, Use of Remote Sensing and Image Analysis in Plant Pathology. Outline, Introduction, Remote Sensing Techniques, Application of Remote Sensing and Image Analysis in Plant Pathology. Learning Outcome, describes remote sensing techniques, states the applications of remote sensing and image analysis in plant pathology. Introduction. Now, remote sensing is a rapid, non-invasive and efficient technique which can acquire and analyze spectral properties of Earth's surfaces from various distances ranging from satellite to ground-based platform. Now, this modern technology holds promise in agricultural crop production, including crop protection. Variability in the reflectance spectra of plants resulting from occurrence of disease and pest allow the identification using remote sensing data. Now, various spectroscopic and imaging techniques like visible, infrared, multiband and fluorescence spectroscopy, fluorescence imaging, etc. have been studied for the detection of plant diseases. Several of these techniques have great potential in phytopathometry. Remote sensing technologies are extremely helpful and thereby render agriculture more sustainable and safe, avoiding expensive use of pesticides in crop protection. Now, when we say avoid expensive use of pesticides is because whenever an area is infected, required measures can be taken. Image analysis is an important tool in obtaining information at all levels of biological scale, from the molecular to global estimates of food production. Now, image processing or image analysis can be described in two-step process. First of all, an image is altered and enhanced, and secondly, the enhanced image is then analyzed. Image analysis usually produces numeric or graphic non-pictorial data. Now, if we see this image, if you here there are remote sensing can be achieved in two ways. One is passive sensor system and the other one is active sensor system. Now, in passive sensor system, sun becomes the source. So, all the rays, the radiations that are released from are absorbed by the plant, and those radiations are then reflected back to the satellite, wherein the sensors are going to pick those signals and then it is going to send it back to the ground station. In active sensor system, the satellite itself sends the signal, it gets absorbed by the plant and that signal is then recorded into the ground station. Now, this is the image of remote sensing. Now, if you see the third image, that over here you can see the false color composite image, wherein all the red color that you can see over here are the vegetation. So, if you see in the lower portion, the vegetation, all the images are the same, but the third image that you see is a false color composite, wherein in one particular, in the lower portion, you will see less vegetation, but at the top region, you will see more vegetation. Remote sensing techniques, there are quite a few of techniques, of which we will discuss just two. The first one being airborne remote sensing in plant disease detection. Under that, we have aerial photography in determination of cereal disease. Aerial photography is used for monitoring black stem rust of wheat, oat, and yellow dwarf of oat. Panchromatic, infrared, and color films are used in this technique. The second one is detection of rice sheath blight disease using ADAR system, wherein detection and monitoring of rice sheath blight disease can be done by using 4 airborne remote sensing images that are acquired by ADAR, that is Airborne Data Acquisition and Registration System. Now, the images have 4 bands the blue band, that is band 1, green band, band 2, red, band 3, and near infrared, that is band 4. The third technique under aerial is aerial imaging platforms for identification of citrus greening disease. Now, the effectiveness of a citrus greening disease can be detected by using unmanned aerial vehicle sensors and aircraft-based sensors yielding different spatial resolution. The next technique is hyperspectral remote sensing in plant disease detection. Hyperspectral imaging for the early detection of yellow rust disease in wheat. This technology uses narrowband sensors, increasing the quantity and quality of information. Now, the information is based on the spatial x and y axis and the spectral z axis. Each spatially located pixel of an image contains the full wavelength information. Second one, utility of hyperspectral data for potato late blight disease detection. Now, potato late blight in Amritsar, Punjab was detected using this technique. Now, healthy plants have high reflectance in the near infrared region and low reflectance in red region. Now, when a plant is diseased, the intensity changes, the near infrared reflectance decreases and the red reflectance increases. The third one, hyperspectral imagery for mapping disease infection in oil palm plantation. The airborne hyperspectral imaging sensors are used for the detection of basal stem rot disease in oil palm plantation. Detection of citrus canker using hyperspectral reflectance imaging technique. Now, the value of reflectance for diseased peel conditions were consistently lower than those from the normal fruit surface over the entire spectral region. Canker had the lowest reflectance except for the spectral region in which greasy spots showed similar reflectance with canker. Coming to applications of remote sensing, applications of remote sensing technologies are important in effective method to identify pest infested, diseased and detecting, mapping and monitoring invaders. Remote sensing has the potential to deliver the relevant information. It provides data important for detecting and mapping defoliation, characterize pattern disturbance, etc. It helps in monitoring and assessing insect defoliation and is used to relate variation in spectral responses to chlorosis, yellowing of leaves and foliage reduction. Airborne remote sensing with different flight altitude can be achieved by different spatial resolution. Now, ground-based platforms are used in pest management, crop disease detection of insect damage to crops along with weed infestation and provides valuable information for management, planning and decision making. Now, color infrared aerial photography with conventional camera has been used effectively to check the damage caused by several pests. Now, coming to image analysis, this is a common method which is used to produce a histogram of the number of pixels, that is onto x-axis, processing a specified level of brightness onto the y-axis. This method can be used to quantify foliar disease symptoms in individual plant leaves. Now, different combination of lenses, filters and films are used to alter and capture the desired image. Jackson et al. In the year 1978 used high contrast black and white negatives of aerial photographs of pea field infested with different level of root rot caused by Fusarium solani. Now, they projected the negatives through combination of colored exposing filters onto color print material. This procedure emphasized tonal difference between healthy and stressed areas of the field. These are the references. Thank you.